we got a classic Jiu-Jitsu versus Judo matchup coming up right now, a little no-gi action. We have Dagen on the left, who's a blue belt to practice a more 10th planet style. And we got Dimas on the right, who's got more of a judo background, Judo Brown Belt, MMA fighter. He's got some good Jiu-Jitsu skills as well. So this will be a nice roll. We'll get these guys started. I think they're waiting on me. And we see these guys. So of course, the judoka is standing up right away, knowing that's the best place for him to get started is always on the feet. Dagen a little apprehensive to go to his feet, understandable. Dimas has good throws, so I think it's a little easier to always start on your back with someone of his takedown ability. We see Dagen working a 2-on-1, looking for an underhook, trying to pull himself into an armbar. Didn't have quite good enough control on the posture to get that armbar finished, and we see Dimas come through with a nice knee cut pass. Dimas trying to flatten out Dagen, but having a hard time with it. Dagen doing a good job staying on his side here, kind of facing in. We see Dimas trying to work the crossface a little bit. Looks like he might have some potential to work his way into mount, but Dagen manages to recover his guard. We see him go straight into a 10th planet rubber guard system here. Great setup here that he's working on, trying to pummel the arm to the outside here for the omoplata. We'll see if he can get good security on that arm, but it looks like he lets it go. We see him again trying to transition on the armbar. Now, good armbar transition here. We'll see if he can get it. But Dimas manages to pull his arm out with a good stacking defense. And we see them again now fighting from the open guard. Dimas doing a good job circling, cutting left to right. Again, just putting good pressure on the outside here on Dagen. Ooh, good little juke there, going left and then switching right. And again, just Dimas' conditioning right now is through the roof. He's got an MMA fight coming up. He fights for One Pride here in Indonesia. And yeah, his conditioning's looking great. We see Dagen again kind of working the same control here, pummeling that hand to the outside, looking for his omoplata. But again, Dimas just playing tight here. Dagen looking for a little compression lock here on the kidneys. Tell him to push him away. Dagen again playing a very tight style of closed guard. You know, just playing really tight and close game. But it's also kind of what Dimas is happy to be in. Sometimes this is what makes it hard to get subs against when you have a really tight style. A lot of the 10th planet stuff, all the rubber guard stuff is all kind of based on people trying to posture and get away. So if you got a guy that's really comfortable smothering you, it's kind of hard to get some of that stuff going. So these guys reset. Again, Dimas slowing down a little bit on his passing approach, but doing a good job controlling the legs. I'd like to see Dagen work a little bit more for some grips here. But he's doing a good job framing on the shoulders. Dimas wrapping an ankle, driving forward, kind of forcing some half guard positioning here. Dimas doing a good job trying to keep Dagen flat, but looks like Dagen's starting to work his electric chair system here. Can't quite see because of the camera angle, but that's typically what he likes to go for in the half guard here. Yeah, we see him working the lockdown, trying to get underneath Dimas a little bit more to get the sweep going. Dimas staying heavy with his head control. People often have a hard time understanding this position. They try to drive through it, but you need to kind of scoot back. You almost kind of retreating your position a little bit. Dimas looking for the head and arm choke. But again, the lockdown's going to keep Dagen safe here. This grip that he's keeping on his foot, this is what's making everything really difficult for Dimas to move forward, right? Dimas essentially needs to pummel his foot around the outside here in order to free that leg, but looks like the position's transitioned. We're not going to see any from the lockdown now. We'll see it kind of more from closed guard. And Dimas just really staying tight here. Doing a good job pinning, but again, overextending himself a little bit, which is leaving him exposed for this armbar. So we'll see if Dagen can manage to get the armbar. Some little things Dagen could be doing better with his armbar here to get a better angle to kind of beat that stacking position. Excellent transition to a triangle here. I think this was going to be his best bet, but manages to lose the triangle. Again, I think Dimas just being a little bit more well-conditioned. It's kind of playing to his advantage a little bit and getting out of some of these submissions. Dagan doing a good job moving on top here. And Dimas looking to attack the leg. He's kind of out of position for a straight ankle. I think straight ankle is going to be kind of a reach for him at this point, but we'll see what they can do. We're also kind of running out of space here. This guy's really tight to the fence here. Dagen trying to return with a footlock of his own. We'll see if he can pick one up or not. Again, hard to see with the camera here, but again, they're against the wall, so we won't really see too much. It looks like they're just going for straight ankle locks here, so we'll see if Dagen can pull it off here at the end. See Dimas changing his base, moving to top position. Dagen doing a good job controlling the wrists here. Dimas actually in very good passing position, but Dagen manages to reclaim that space. We've got 20 seconds left. I don't think we're going to get a sub out of these guys for this one, but nonetheless, it was still a good roll. Nice to watch. This is going to be their last chance. We'll see if Dimas goes for anything as time starts to expire here, but time kind of runs out. So yeah, just like a nice little roll from these guys. I don't know if there's anything like real special I'd kind of point out in this one. Maybe some of this passing sequence is really good. You know what we could do is we could break down some of the armbar details for Dagen. So I think, and we see this quite a bit from people, here's kind of where all this starts, right? Dimas is playing too tight in close guard. Like he's kind of almost keeping his hand positioning from the half guard, right? He's still looking to control the head. And this is like common mistakes you see out of people in their first couple years of grappling, as they like aren't recognizing the change in the guards. And now that Dagen's back in close guard, now that his arm's kind of wrapping around Dagen's head, this is leaving Dimas really vulnerable to the armbar. So as the arm kind of passes across the center line here, you see Dagen right away moving that foot to the hip, and this is what's going to help him get that angle he needs to start attacking the arm. Okay, so like his entry sound, like very good entry here. Just some little things we could be doing differently. Let's see if I can get a little bit better of a camera angle here. I think, yeah, okay, so perfect. And this is a really good example of what, like how different some small angles can make in this position. Like prior to this, Dagen had his feet crossed, which is okay when they're low, but when they're standing, he's actually doing the right thing by allowing his legs to unlatch here, right? But what he wants to do is making sure that his leg stays straight behind the neck here, and his heel is actually back heeling to the left. Okay, because this leg is kind of wandering back in towards the neck, it's kind of relieving the pressure that this top leg can create on the back of the head, right? And this is what's kind of allowing Dimas to stack. The other thing I would like to see from Dagen, like Dagen's got a great wrist control right here, but if he could use his right hand, if he could have this hand reach underneath the shin of the far leg, it would help him spin underneath and his stack wouldn't be as effective. So like if we wanted to see this armbar tighten up, the biggest thing is going to be is making sure this leg is in the right position, right? So he needs essentially to angle this leg out just slightly. And that's just how crazy jiu-jitsu is. Like literally if Dagen's leg was like, you know, a couple inches to the left here, that could have been the difference of making or breaking the armbar. So it just shows you how like sensitive jiu-jitsu is. You know, like you can have great positioning, you can have like a great entry and everything, but just because he kept those knees together and that leg's not flaring out wide enough, it's part of the reason why he couldn't get this armbar finish. And either way, I thought it was a great roll. We saw some really good jiu-jitsu in it. So I hope you guys liked what you watched. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.